Kame house party.
We'll talk about the crazy world of Dragon Ball. Let's talk about the shows, the funny, the random, the karate, the balls, the wishes, the Kame, the house party. Shows, the funny, the random, the karate, the balls, the wishes, the Kame, the house party.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Kame House Party. I am Aaron,
And I am Vince.
and this is the universe's only improv comedy Dragon Ball rewatch podcast. I think I got all those keywords in there.
Oh, yeah.
You know we're trying to get through every episode and iteration of Dragon Ball. Iteration has a little asterisk by it. But we're going through these episodes one by one. We're getting together on microphones to talk about it. We're going to do little improv scenes. And I say little because I disrespect the art form.
That's right. We're going to do our little skits.
Our little baby bits and bops for your listening pleasure. And we're going to get to that once we, get everyone caught up to where we're at in the show. Make sure you're ready to receive our gift of comedy or curse of comedy, depending on who you are. And we do that with a little something we call Kame housekeeping. And the first part of Kame housekeeping is the world famous, UN sanctioned 1 minute roundup. Screeching tire sound. Eee.
Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
Whoa. Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I just wanted to test the brakes. That's all. This test drive. I hope you don't mind. I'm just gonna test the brakes.
I mean, I'm telling you, look, on the Ford Fusion, those brakes are buttery smooth, my man. I barely felt that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, great. Great. I mean, all right.
Okay, a little blood
I'll
there.
wait. I'll wait.
No, yeah, it's fine.
Okay. All right. I'm just gonna. You know what? I like to see how this car does. Just in a small neighborhood kind of setting. So if you'll just bear
we
with
are.
me a little longer. I think we still have like 45 minutes left on the test drive.
You
I'm just
certainly
gonna.
do.
I'm gonna take it through some corners. Cul-de-sac corners. So just hold on to.
Ding, 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 ding. You brought your own music? Okay, that's fine. And now we're
All right.
rolling down a hill.
Yep. Okay. Yep.
Now we're up a hill.
All right.
We're flying in the air. That's fine. The Ford Fusion can handle these altitudes. And we're doing a flip. You found a life-size Hot Wheel track somehow? And scene.
See.
You didn't. He never bought the car.
They're still test driving to this day.
They became the best of friends. And we became aware that we're continuing with the podcast because that, ladies and gentlemen, was not the 1 minute roundup.
Gasp.
Proper. That was an improv scene we do to loosen or tighten our improv muscles, whatever the situation calls for. But it does lead us into the 1 minute roundup proper, which is where one of us, this time Vince, has to summarize everything we've covered in Dragon Ball thus far. 119 episodes of DBZ. I mean, and not to mention the original run of Dragon Ball when he was a little baby boy. I'm rounding up before my time. Let me back up.
Hey, yeah, don't step on me. Come on, man.
No,
Don't step on my toes here.
I'm not trying to step on your toes.
All right, cool. So we're on the same page. It's all
Put
copacetic.
those grippers away, as the kids say, as Rouge the Bat says.
Ooh. You invoke the name
That-
of Rouge.
That's where that's from. Put those grippers away. The little meme.
Mhm.
That's where that's from, right? That's a Sonic thing?
Did she say that?
Or
to
is it
the,
an Amy?
somebody
Sonic
said that to Knuckles,
character-
right? A Sonic character said this.
Said this to
can't-
another
We can't go
Sonic
to
character.
knowyourmeme.com because that would be considered research, Darren. We don't do that.
No.
We don't do that.
Mm-mm. Professors hate us because of this one weird trick. But Vince, everyone's gonna love you for your 1 minute trick. And I'd be remiss if I didn't ask, are you ready to round up?
Yes, I am. And after clearing my throat, here I go. Dragon Ball, collect 7 magic Dragon Balls. You get to make a wish for anything you want. The stories take place on Earth. It starts with Goku as a little boy. He makes friends with Bulma on a little adventure to find the Dragon Balls. They run into a bunch of friends that they make along the way, including Master Roshi, Krillin, Yamcha, Puar, Oolong, Piccolo, and the like. Okay, the key points of Goku's youth: he fought in 3 Tenkaichi tournaments. He defeated the Demon King Piccolo. He defeated Piccolo Jr. in the 3rd Tenkaichi tournament for his first win and saved the world there. That's it. That's Dragon Ball in a nutshell. Dragon Ball Z. 5 years after that, Goku as a child. His name's Gohan. He gets captured by his brother from Space Raditz. Then more Saiyans come from space and kill a bunch of Goku's friends, but Goku ends up winning. He has to go to Namek, fights Frieza, the Frieza Force, Ginyu Force, comes back. Goku's still out in space. Vegeta's on Earth. Gohan's on Earth. All the friends are revived. The Namekians get to wish for a new planet that they go off to. And then Gohan gets whipped by his tutor, but then Frieza's back and everybody's freaking out.
Ooh. Frieza is back. Thank you for reminding me about Gohan's abuse.
I didn't want to ignore it. That's an important moment in Gohan's young life.
See, it's important to find meaning in trauma and realizing that your mom will beat anyone's ass.
Exactly. It had a happy ending.
I mean, it led us straight into Frieza returning, so we shall see if the ending remains happy. But Vince, thank you for that roundup. Thank you for allowing those that maybe it's their first episode. We're sorry. Maybe, you haven't listened to us in a while, but, this is a way for you to catch up, to know where we're at in the series without having to go back and watch all the episodes or listen to our old episodes, although I know you freaks out there do, and I appreciate it.
Got those ears
really
quivering.
love it. If you found us now and you went back, God bless you.
Oh yeah. I mean, for the viewing audience, y'all can see me. Prayers up for
Yep.
you. Listening audience, you get the same prayers. It all goes to the same God that Saitama can punch.
Wait a minute.
A spoiler.
But look, the next part of Kame housekeeping, of course, everyone knows this. It's where we let you, the audience, know that Vince and we watch 2 different versions of Dragon Ball. I watch the English subtitled version. Vince watches the English dubbed version. And we do this because it is fun to compare and contrast the differences. Sometimes they are big. Sometimes they are small. Rarely do they not exist. And the first difference is usually the title. So Vince, will you please let the good people know what the title of your episode was?
Absolutely. The English dub title for this week's episode of Dragon Ball Z, episode 120, is Another Super Saiyan. I can give you another
Okay.
one. You want another one? Another read on that?
Another super. I don't need another read. Another read?
Another one.
Yeah, please, DJ Khaled, please. No more.
Oh, come on.
No one. Wait, I'm not even done with this first beat.
Give me another one. We the best. Super Saiyans have returned.
See, when he says another one, is he saying, here, I brought you another beat? Or is he saying, I want another verse, a bar?
I think historians will be studying the texts of Khaled for years and years to come. But from you can't always comment on history as you're living it. But I think he's commenting. He's made another banger for the world to enjoy. He's made another
Ah,
collaboration with another A-list S tier celebrity artist that came to him for his beats and his lack of scratching skill. That's DJ Khaled.
truly a DJ. A truer thing cannot be said. But Vince, I've got another long ass title. Here we go.
I'll hold my breath.
Episode 120 of Dragon Ball Z. The Japanese language title, roughly translated, is Frieza halved by a single stroke. Another Super Saiyan. No question mark. A definitive statement. You made
A
it.
definitive statement. I was
Mhm.
hoping that it would cause us all to also end in a question mark for you. Did I make any sense? Can we cut that out?
You were hoping for a question mark, is what you're saying.
That's what I was hoping for. Exactly.
You wanted questions, not answers. Maybe,
Mhm.
maybe this character that we have seen a bunch in the past that we know a lot about, maybe he's not a Super Saiyan.
Yeah, maybe. That's all I want. I want the suspense of disbelief until very quickly it is revealed. Yes.
Until 5 minutes in.
hmm
But we're left off with Frieza, King Cold, Dagoons. They're on Earth.
Ooh.
There's a mysterious young man. You in the back? Yes, it seems like you have something to say.
Yes. Hi, Professor. I just wanted to make a quick comment that in the English version of the show, the opening has changed. The opening cinematic has
Oh.
changed a little bit. They've introduced a new shadowy figure, half face, half in shadow, half in red. Some like wires in the form of a hand, getting some kind of like projection of a hand onto it, kind of like a matrix grid or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just calling out the added things. It doesn't take anything away. It just adds a few things to the sequences. Um, Someone or something flying through space towards the camera, that's added in there. And then the last thing that I took note of is that the ending where Goku usually lands in front of the Z fighters, he pulls out his power pole. Power pole's gone. Goku lands,
Ooh.
takes a beat, charges up to Super Saiyan. And in the Z Fighters crew, the mysterious youth has been added, who is staring side eye at Vegeta the whole time, who's also now part of the Z Fighters. There we go. Those
What
are all the
development.
differences.
I zoned out this one, so I cannot confirm or deny if those were added into mine. But I will keep I'll keep an eye out for next time. I'll make sure to not look down slightly at my phone.
just do your best to try. The song was
Okay.
still the same, so it provided a weird cognitive dissonance where I was still angry at the song sucking, but the visuals were different and cool. So
Yeah, the song has not changed, so I did not think of it. But I'm glad I love a good robot being formed in an opening sequence where it's just like a metal hand and then like the green lattice work.
Mhm.
And it's like a printer sound for some reason.
very 80s dot matrix printer.
Yeah.
It doesn't just send faxes and prints out documents, but it can also create life,
Yes.
sentient cybernetic life.
Truer words have never been spoken. And so let's, like I said, we got Frieza, King Cold, this mysterious young man whose name we've said already several times. He's here to kill them. Frieza's laughing at that anyone would even suggest that he could get killed. The Trunks is like, hey, he's like, oh, I know who you are. You're Frieza. Frieza is like, "Oh, thank you. That's very flattering that someone on some backwoods planet like this, without a space Starbucks, even knows who I am." And then Trunks, of
Space
course, yeah, should be space bucks. Wait, don't you just take out the bucks because the star's already in there?
Oh wow, yeah. What am I doing?
Star
It- it-
space.
if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Star space.
But Trunks responds with, "I also know that you're gonna die here." That's kind of the episode. It's a lot of this back and forth of "you're gonna die" and like, how dare you
Mhm.
insult me?
Yeah, it's like a bunch of one-liners. Trunks's are always cooler than Frieza's. Duh. There's some like interesting action, and there's the trope of, and I think this is the last time we'll get the Scouter is unreliable trope, right? Because one of the goons reads Trunks's. Sorry, I said it. Um, reads his power level as 5, and then is astounded that he's able to deflect the laser beam fire. I have one quotable kind of exchange between Frieza and Trunks. There, I said it again. Frieza is like, "He who acquires his skills quickly is he who will be first to perish." And Trunks responds with, "Thanks for the tip."
That's it. That's the
That's
best you
it.
got. Ugh. That's how it affected me. Apparently.
Mhm.
Thanks for the tip.
Yeah.
What a teen. He's
They nailed teen in this. That like angsty, angry, I know it all kind of teen, and I think we may not want to call this out right away if anybody is watching Dragon Ball Z for the first time, but maybe he inherited that from his parents.
yeah. There's at least in my version, I get more of a sense of like him just not not taking any guff, not really giving a fuck. He's there to do a job. He knows he knows he's good at it.
Mm-hmm.
He knows he's strong as hell. And I mean, you see it because these goons are like, "Oh, his power level's only 5. Let's get him, boys." He reflects a bunch of energy blasts from their guns. He slices them all up,
Oh, it's
leaving
the most anime sword slicing you've ever seen.
pa 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 pa. Like you get the
Shing.
POV of someone's scouter. Like you just see Trunks in like a blue or red tint or whatever. And then the spleen starts to the screen starts to split in the middle. And then you realize, oh, that's someone's scouter slowly coming apart.
Mm-hmm.
A few seconds after it's been sliced.
Oh, the coolest.
We see there's like one goon left. He's just a mohawk guy with a mustache. And Trunks is like, "This guy I'll humiliate instead by slicing off all his clothes in a sexy way."
Show us those shoulders, big boy.
Mm.
And Frieza hates it. Frieza's like, my Frieza force is not horny, and then he stabs him through the stomach with his robot tail.
Yeah,
He also calls him a coward.
Yeah, the guy is starting to run away, but I think it is mainly like you can't. There's a modesty clause in your contract.
HR told you, no bare shoulders.
And no male nipples. Frieza nipples are fine. I'd even go for a Zarbon nipple. Look,
Maybe even a King Cold nipple.
yes, Papa. You wrote these. You wrote the HR guidelines. After all, you're allowed to show whatever nipple you want.
That's right, Sonny Boy. I don't know why I said Sonny Boy.
Does he call him Sonny Boy in the dub?
No, but there's something about their relationship that's very fun. Like I don't think we've talked necessarily about like the tonal shift fully from DBZ to from Dragon
To
Ball to
DBZ.
Dragon Ball Z, DBZ to DBZ. Now, because I have a book that Toriyama that Toriyama wrote, and it has like illustrations of Dragon Ball, and he's very like, oh, I don't know why anybody likes any of this stuff. I just draw it because I could draw it, and I draw it because I like to draw it, and if you like it, that's cool too. But he clearly he likes to be funny. Like if you've read any of his other manga, like you introduced me to Doctor Slump and all that stuff, he likes to have like a little bit of comedy in there. But it feels like Dragon Ball Z, maybe a producer or a director or somebody else was like, no, it's the late 90s. I think mid to late 90s at this point.
This point in the manga, I think we're still in the early 90s.
Okay. So this is, I guess they're revving up to be as edgy as possible. And the anime is fully that. And it seemed like they brought somebody in to punch up whatever dialogue to make it as American insulty as possible, which again, this is all cool. It all works.
This really is DBZ hitting puberty.
Oh yeah, exactly. Thank you. That I couldn't find that, but it is. It hit puberty.
It doesn't want to go to damn church on Sunday.
It's DBZ says, "Damn now."
DBZ, did they do their homework? No. And they'll tell the teacher that in front of their face.
Sitting in the front row after they came in late.
Yeah. Because they slept in. And their mom had to drive them to school and they got in trouble for it. So they're in a bad mood.
Is that a toaster strudel in his front pocket? You know it.
Look, he still got his lunch packed in a little note from his mom. But DBZ doesn't read it until 20 years.
Crumbles it up and throws it away.
Then 20 years later, they find it in a box of old stuff. And they just, like, cry for 5 minutes.
Next time on Dragon Ball Z, openly weeping.
Realizing your misspent youth and the mistakes you've made, trying to rectify them with your loved ones. Yeah, where's the I'm trying to reconnect with my family, the anime.
I mean, isn't that Hunter x Hunter? I need to find my dad.
Yeah, you know what? You're right. It's done. It's solved. I guess I'll watch it. Back on the Z Boys. Everyone felt that pop of Ki. They're wondering who it is. What is that? Vegeta's the only one that's like, that's a Saiyan. Wait a minute. But I think he knows it's not Goku. Vegeta seems to, he really quickly caught on to like Ki and like the subtle flavors. I don't know if his palate is more developed when it comes to Ki.
He went to Ki sommelier school, took a few classes at Capsule Corp.
He wears a little Ki cup around his neck on a chain.
Oh man, I don't like thinking about wine tours and how they encourage you to spit it all back into a bucket. Oh,
You're just tasting it.
I get that.
Look,
but
we
it's
all know
nasty.
everyone's favorite part of wine is the taste. That's why everyone drinks it, because it's the tastiest thing in the world.
That's right. Everybody's just over the moon about these tannins, this bouquet.
People want hints of tobacco and wood in their drinks.
I want to taste the earth that birthed this grape.
They want something that's fruity, but also acidic, but also flowery.
Which I'm assuming, like, if I had to guess as to what sensing Goku's Ki would be like, it would be kind of like a warm, flowery scent. A little musty, a little bit of an edge to it when he goes Super Saiyan.
I'm getting notes of he's a lot of fish. Should probably change his diet up. Being poor, gotta.
Oof, Vegeta, come on.
What? Look, look, Green Man, come here. Let
All
me
right,
whisper.
what?
Come here, little Green Man. Let me whisper in your ear.
I hope you tell
Look,
me
you-
something that I'd like to hear.
Look, I know I'm playing hard to get with this blue-haired woman, but I'm trying to get that shmoney.
Huh.
I know you need Zenny. I was a space venture capitalist. I was a space realtor. You don't think I know how much money I need? My guy. I'm
Look.
trying to get that generational wealth.
You're barking up the wrong tree, okay?
'Cause
I
you're a
don't eat
plant
any
man.
of this food. I only drink their water. I really don't. I haven't assimilated, so good luck. That's all
I gotta tell. I can't tell the bald guy. He'll tell everyone. I gotta tell someone about my scheme. I can't tell the Goku. Sorry, Kakarot's kid. I
Oh, you
can't
mean
tell your
Gohan?
son about this.
Yeah. That's why I'm still on Earth. My
So look,
reason
if
for
you-
being, my little Gohan.
If you marry rich, you can buy that little idiot anything he wants.
You don't say.
I do say.
Well, I don't know. Now that you're saying that, does Bulma like me?
Hold on, wait. Let me go over
Maybe.
and ask. Hold on, I'll write a note real quick. Do you like the Green Man? Check yes. Here's the yes, and then no, and then square. Should I put a maybe in there?
No, I just want to know yes or no.
You need a definite answer. All right. Let me fold it up. All right, we're gonna fly to our locker at Capsule Corp. Hold on. Pew!
Okay, I'll just wait here.
All right. It's in our
He's
locker.
back.
All right. Should I go check and see if she answered yet?
Not yet. Maybe
Okay.
later. We gotta deal with Frieza. This massive key
there's
signature.
some weird key going on.
Bad seeds.
And scene. Also, don't fly. He's still yelling about flying.
yes. We have to. I think that comes in after the commercial, but I wanted to on the note of like everybody sensing that key. Like the downfall of Yamcha is in full effect. He gives everybody another chance to run. He's like, we don't know what that is. Let's get out of here. And in mine, Vegeta is he doubts that it's Kakarot. In yours, it seems that he thinks it's Goku. He's like, he's like, I don't know if that's Goku or not. I can't tell. Goku couldn't get that strong. Of course, he calls him Kakarot. But like,
Yeah.
they all like don't really know or kind of care whose key that is. I think they still assume that it's Frieza doing some stuff.
In mine, they're really not. I think they know because they can sense good and bad ki. They kind of know what Frieza feels like. Gross. They're not really confused on ki. All right, you know what? I was about to go on a little tirade of like, can we define ki and what it can and cannot do or sense? But like, no, whatever. It's one of those things.
Don't worry about it.
know.
Toriyama doesn't care about what Ki can and can't do anymore. Probably never did.
No. It's the stuff. They used it to fight. The end.
That's how he
Videl
sold it.
learned how to use it at some point.
Mm-hmm.
And then she never used it again. Hooray.
I think as we edge closer to the commercial, Trunks is like, hey, Frieza, I'm canceling your date with Goku. I know he's set to arrive soon. And I think Frieza's like, oh, you know Goku? And I think King Cold says, what's a Goku?
They didn't say go who?
A golden
right
opportunity
there.
missed. Yeah. Oh man, King Cold swirling another wine glass. He just go who?
Go who? Is he
And then
strong?
Frieza says, "It's go whom, father."
Yes, I beg your pardon, son.
Humph.
Child
You-
of mine.
You'd think you'd learn a thing or two at your age, but here I am teaching you things.
Well, I'm very wine drunk, and I'm ready for you to get this petty revenge thing done with. Can't you kill this young man over here?
Just wait a little longer, Father. Plus, I learned revenge from watching you.
I do take my time. It is a dish best served cold.
The
I.e.
family
by me.
motto.
All our dishes.
Everything cold. Hot chocolate,
Gazpachos.
cold.
Frozen hot chocolate, which is a bit of an oxymoron.
Almost as big of a moron as these Saiyan monkeys. I didn't
Oh,
like
that
saying
guy? That guy that's charging up to get real strong?
That's right, Father. Just like that guy.
Yeah, Trunks are spiraling up.
Oh, yeah.
Because
It's cool.
Hold on.
It's all cool.
It is. Because it's. Hold on. Again, I think, like you said, it's the whole like. You're chump. Trunks, you're chump. You can't defeat me. You're not strong enough. I mean, it took a Super Saiyan to beat me, and there's only one of those, right? Trunks is like, oh yeah.
Oh,
and-
he to that exchange, he says, I'm going to show you a real Super Saiyan. And I'm not talking about Goku.
Go
Many times.
whom? See, I can learn.
Well, no, his name is Goku.
Ew. What a dumb name. He should be something like fridge or
Got
Cube.
2 more.
cube. Okay.
Mhm. Uno más.
Kelvin. Oh, how about this one? Commercial.
Oh, he did it. All right, everybody. Time for another announcement about the Spooky Kame House Party Hyperbolic Time Chamber 12-hour charity stream. It starts on October 29th, this Saturday, the time that this is dropping, and if you're listening to this the week of, at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, over on twitch.tv/Kame House Party. We really hope that you will join us in trying to raise money for the Extra Life charity that goes towards the Children's Miracle Network hospitals. Their mission is to make children who have to stay in hospitals make their stay a lot better, giving them activities, video games, entertainment things, taking their mind off that awful thing that a child should never have to do is spend any time in a hospital. So you can help us try to make their lives a little better by, again, dropping by the Twitch channel over on twitch.tv/Kame House Party. If you're watching this, it's right there up on the screen. And you can donate. We've got some raffles planned, some fun milestone rewards for all of us. If we hit our numbers, we're gonna do some fun stuff. And if I didn't say this already, we're gonna be playing Resident Evil 4, Vince's first Resident Evil, and we're gonna try to beat it on stream. So it should be a rip-roaring good time. And look, if all that wasn't enough, Vince and Aaron are going to be in the same room for this stream. We're gonna be close enough to do the fusion dance. Maybe we'll do the fusion dance.
Which I mean, look, if you donate enough, I'll do any fucking dance.
Exactly.
Within Twitch's terms of service, I'll do whatever if y'all are slinging money.
So, look, more incentive to get on over to twitch.tv/Kame House Party. You can go there right now, follow us, subscribe. You'll get notifications for when we go live. But Hyperbolic Time Chamber, 12 hours charity stream. Boy, oh boy, you're going to want to be there on October 29th at 10 a.m. And I can't say anything else about it because we got to go back to the show.
Vegeta is so mad that there is another Super Saiyan before him, and he's not a Super Saiyan. This guy cannot get a break.
Oh man, that's so he's aware that it's another Super Saiyan in yours.
Yes.
They make Vegeta seem like he's low level key awareness because he can't really figure out if it's Kakarot or not. He kind of
What?
doubts that it could be Kakarot. He's like, how could he power up so much in such a short amount of time? I don't know. Vegeta should know that any limit that Kakarot has gets broken whenever he needs to. So it could be possible, but
it's I think it's better for Vegeta and his character if it's just he knows it's another Super Saiyan that is not Goku
mhm.
and just piss him off more. Yeah. We got to knock. Look, Vegeta's about to have a good run.
Oh yeah.
We got to knock his ass down a little bit more.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think this is Toriyama. Like he's breaking down Yamcha and Vegeta simultaneously in different ways, which is fun.
One of them will be built back up.
And one will be left to run the bases at Tiger Stadium.
Mhm. It's a good. Hey, professional athletes, a pretty good life. I'm
Mhm.
assuming. I don't know if it's different in DBZ world.
I'm assuming as well. I think it's probably the same, right? Because they don't have the organized martial arts tournaments, right? Because they canceled those after the island blew up. So they need that kind of physical entertainment. So baseball next up.
Yep. And you can have a long career with baseball. You can play until your 40s.
That's right. You can be like LeBron out there. He's 38. Aaron, LeBron James has been in the NBA for 2 decades. Oh, it's
That's-
terrifying.
My
He's got
understanding
like 4
is
years, 5 years left.
That's wild. Is he sidebar? Is he when's he hit that record of like most years in the NBA?
I am not sure, but I feel like it's got to come up pretty quick. He's very close to being one of the all-time he will have the record for scoring. Like he will have the most points of any NBA player pretty soon if he keeps dropping like 20 a game, which he's been doing since he was 18.
he's chasing Jordan.
Oh yeah.
He's never gonna stop till he beats that old man.
I mean, it's Jordan. There's also people saying that LeBron wants to stay in the league long enough for his sons to be drafted, which is coming up soon. It's like 3 years. It's wild. It's so wild. Almost as wild, Aaron, as the music that underscores some of the English episode. They throw in like some kind of 80s like funk or pop like music underneath like some of these transformations and these moments for Trunks. Again, they really put all the cool budget into this one character. Because as he's slowly transforming, we get that music, but we also get a cut of Frieza, who's like visibly shaken at just like the idea of another Super Saiyan. I love this little horror element because we got to stay on theme all month. There's a little horror element where he gets flashes of Goku. And I'm assuming they had this in yours, but you just hear Goku's voice whisper, Frieza.
I don't think we got that.
What? Oh man.
You know how mine likes to play it. They're not afraid of leaving it with no dialogue, right?
Mm-hmm.
In mine, during those like flashbacks to Goku, Frieza just keeps saying, "Those eyes, they're the same."
Oh, those piercing teal blue eyes.
Oh, the dream, the eyes of a killer. The eyes of a beautiful killer.
And after Trunks notices Frieza's like visible change, he has another cool line. Goes, "Is it something I said?" Oh, Trunks.
You
He's
are
doing
the
it to him.
cheesiest.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
King Cold isn't really impressed by all this. He's really Shania Twaining it. So you're a Super Saiyan. That
Father,
impress me much.
don't Shania Twain him, please.
That don't impress me much. What did
Oh,
look, how long did it take for that other Super Saiyan to beat you? A pretty long time, and you didn't even die from it. Why be scared? You're shaking. You're visibly shaking.
I am not shaking, Father. I'm angry. And it's these
Rob-
darn robot parts.
Yeah, your robot parts are shaking off. There's a plate there, a servo there.
No. Father, please, stop pointing out my flaws
Several
in front of
gears.
this.
Who cares? This scrub, who cares? Just fight him. You know, come on.
Father, don't you bring TLC into this.
Frieza, I need you to do two things. One, stop chasing waterfalls. Two,
I haven't done that since I was 5.
yes, you stick to the rivers and lakes you're used to. I appreciate it.
No, you got me doing it now.
You're a good boy who does what Daddy says. Was that too far?
No, Father, this is our relationship to a T.
It is a yes. You call me Papa. Here are the words you call me: Papa, Daddy, Big Papa, Daddy Cold, Papa Freeze.
No, Dad.
Jack for wait, that's not a dad thing. That's just a cold thing. Hold on. King Daddy. And then you've been saying you stan a cold king.
I do. I stan a cold king.
And of course, you know all the words I call you.
Son.
Mm-hmm.
My little ice cube.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's one of my favorites.
Frieza Pop.
Mm-hmm. You got 3 more in you, I know. 3 or 2.
My little freezer burn.
Mm-hmm. When you roast me, then that's what you get.
That's what you when I roast you for your cape being too long, you say, "Oh, freezer burn." And then this is the one that you haven't called me in a while. But you called me Cold Stone.
Cold stone when you're nice, stone cold when you're naughty. You punch a window in our house, and then you just run through with 2 beers and a vest.
I drank a beer. I drank another beer.
Which you're allowed.
2 beers. 4 beers.
Yeah, you just keep pouring them down, not really drinking them.
It's more of a hoppy shower.
You're definitely pouring them near your mouth. But look, the crowd, i.e. the staff at the house, love it. They go gaga for it.
Frieza Force, they eat the stuff up.
Mhm.
They're totally kayfabe.
they got little signs that they hold up to say Frieza 316.
The newest one, Go Whom.
Yeah, they're very quick with the signs and getting things memed. I mean, look, if someone listened to this wants to, I don't know, make a sign at a wrestling event that says "Go Whom," feel free.
Yes, the Cold Boys co-sign. The Cold family backs you 100%.
Anyway, will you fight this jerk, this blonde
sure.
idiot?
Yeah, so
well-
Frieza, he fires a key blast, massive explosion.
Mm-hmm.
Krillin is the first to take action. He rushes or tries to, but then is stopped by Vegeta, who grabs him by the ankle, and he's like, "What are you doing? Stop it! Don't do that, you dummy!"
The FCC's gonna have our ass. This is a no-fly zone.
Yeah, Vegeta can't stop telling them not to fly. He also says, like, "Until I know what we're dealing with, No one goes anywhere.
He he's pretty commanding. I mean, I think the big thing that I definitely want to know what was said is Vegeta yelling at Bulma, "Go back home," calls her an idiot.
Oh, yeah.
Yamcha, he's got a chance. He's got a sliver of a chance. He can step in, be like, and he does. He's like, "Hey, don't call Bulma an idiot. How dare you?" And then, but he keeps talking, and he says, she's not an idiot. She's just the world's biggest rubbernecker and a shrew.
Whoa! Rubbernecker and a shrew?
Two two weird things to point out.
What? I mean,
A looky,
don't-
she's just a looky loo, and boy, is she an ice queen.
boy, does she keep to herself. Yeah, that exchange is pretty different. Vegeta is very vicious to Bulma. His line is after she says, because in mine she offers, she's like, "Hey everybody, let's calm down. Well, we'll sing a song. That'll cheer everybody up."
All right.
Yeah, right. I don't know why they did her dirty like that.
I maybe they wanted a bigger reason, like Vegeta's got to call her an idiot for a reason. Here's one.
Yeah. And this is what he says to that. He says, "Shut up! You haven't had one useful thing to say since you got here, woman. So stay in the back and stay quiet."
Ooh,
Coming out with the misogyny, right?
that feels worse because there's a lot of, I mean, I feel like there's a lot of subtlety in the original one because it's like, go home and be safe.
Right.
There's an insult in there, but the overall gesture is like, you're in danger.
Mhm.
And all that money's in danger. You can't.
My inheritance is in danger.
Look, if you want to stick around, we got to get married right now first.
Put me in the will. Put me in the old man's will.
Don't listen to Kanye. Zero prenup.
And I ain't saying he a gold digger, but he's a
saying
Saiyan prince.
Me a gold digger, yes.
Hear that, green man? But what is it? So yeah, Yamcha comes to Bulma's defense, and in my notes I say kinda. Yeah, where is his line? He says, he's like, "Hey, don't call Bulma stupid, or don't tell Bulma to shut up, or whatever." And Bulma says, "So you think I'm smart then?" Yamcha says, "I guess you're as smart as you can be, since you're a girl and all."
What the fuck?
I know. Like, I was like, where is this misogyny coming from? This is
It's
Bulma we're talking about. The woman who's invented the clothes on your back.
This is a person whose home you live in for free.
Mm-hmm.
Because you like held hands once.
Because you guys hung out in an RV in the desert. You went to Burning Man. Woo!
Yeah, that's fucking commitment.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because we all know she's not shy about telling no to someone.
Exactly. She says no all the time.
This is how you treat her?
Exactly. Yamcha then gets his ear pulled by Bulma until he apologizes. He laughs it off. Okay, I'm sorry. The rest of the Z fighters, they start laughing and laughing. When it stops, Krillin says, "Oh, hey guys, this might be the last time we get to laugh."
That stays at least.
I was like, "Oh, this scene has too much happening. Too many like flags, and then Krillin's the bummer for whatever reason." I mean, it's more that like Krillin's like, "Okay, I think I'm gonna die here again," but also I've been training so long to help Goku, and nobody's letting me do that. That's a bummer.
It goes sour again, but then they run off towards the danger, and then there's this weird bit where Puar is like, "Hey, let's go home," and Bulma like stands cocksure, hands on hips. There's
Mm-hmm.
dramatic zooms ins, and essentially like, "I'm Bulma. I've survived every deadly encounter that we've had so far. I'm gonna come out on top again. Let's fucking go, Leroy Jenkins. Let's do this shit."
Okay. I think mine is speaks a little bit closer to the misogyny, less about like, hey, I'm Bulma and I can do all this. She's like, and I'm gonna like, I think on the third zoom out, it's like, and I'm gonna keep up with them because they think I can't because I'm a girl. And then she runs off.
All right.
It's
I
just
mean,
such a weird scene to kind of throw in that gives us so much of the Z Fighters makeup and maybe where the show is headed in terms of like commenting on women and those kind of things, which I did not remember. I did not remember the casual misogyny that may be dropping in the saga to come.
it's weird. It's weird to put it in here, for sure.
Mhm.
Unneeded. You can just insult someone without making it about the ladies,
Mhm. Mhm.
um, or the men's.
Yeah, be like Frieza and make it about make it about the planet you come from.
Yeah, make it racial. You know what? Let's not insult other people. Let's
Yeah, how about
maybe
we learn
that's
our
it.
lesson the same way that Frieza is going to learn a lesson for underestimating our boy Trunks.
Mhm.
Uh, there's a massive explosion cloud. There's some flames. King Cold is like, "Well, that didn't take very long." Frieza then says, "Well, well, what did you expect? He's just And before he can say the M word,
Mhm.
ooh, Trunks is hella alive.
Yeah, he's. There's a couple of like energy blasts that don't work, and the biggest one coming up or that happens is Frieza. He goes for the old blow up the planet trick. Let me make a big ball of energy on my little finger and throw
Mm-hmm.
it down. And King Cold is like, "Son, you're gonna blow up the planet. You can't do that. What about this Goku guy you wanted to fight?" And Frieza, like, as quick as he can and as fast as he throws down the world shattering ball, is like, "We can finish him off in space." Chuck.
Again, I like this little dynamic of like King Cold like second guessing every move that Frieza's making, and Frieza's just gotta be a son. And it's like,
Mhm.
no, I got this, Dad. Why don't you ever just let me enact my revenge the way I want to?
I'm just, I just want you to do it right. You have a bit of a temper. I didn't.
Hmm.
That's why you're not Cold Junior.
King Cold, he says in mine, as the energy blast is hitting the planet, he goes, "Good job, Frieza. It only took you 4 tries."
This is now we're getting deep into it, right? Their relationship of this, like, no wonder they passive aggressively call each other like father and son. These
Hmm.
they're it's a little pecks. They're just bickering at each other. Nothing's ever good enough for the other one.
Yeah. Chip off
No,
the old iceberg, I'd say.
mm, I mean, they should definitely. I'm sure they're going to have a long life and they can work through
They'll
some of
have
these
plenty of time to
issues.
patch this up.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't. I wanted to kind of jump back. I forget exactly where this little insert falls because we get a shot of King Kai.
Yeah, it's definitely before this, I think.
Yeah, because he's like he feels what's going on Earth. Um, he realizes that the new kid is a lot stronger than Frieza, and then like starts cheering him on. And King Kai calls him the new kid, but
Mhm.
he's talking to Bubbles, and after King Kai starts like cheering him on too much, Bubbles is like, "Wait a minute!" Like almost Matumbo
Mhm.
fingers at King Kai. And I didn't know if that was a little different in the Japanese version or not, or if like King Kai was making a bad joke that they didn't want to write.
I So in the subtitles previously, when there's been a King Kai pun, it usually gets they'll make reference of it in the subtitles. I think that's what happened is that he made a
Okay.
bad joke and that Bubbles was mad at him about it. It's very unclear. I don't know why Bubbles did I don't know. It's like Bubbles, when did you care about anything ever?
Well, who knows? Maybe the Z Fighters changed Bubbles a little bit. All that time socializing, he realizes what a good joke is, what a bad joke is
Yeah.
now.
Well, you had the Clown Prince of Karate there himself.
Exactly. Chaozu was
You-
making Bubbles split his
Yeah.
sides.
Yeah. Well, look, Chaozu, he's not just a comedian. He tells the truth.
Go off.
He tells it like it is.
Go
Things
off,
people
little
are afraid
king.
to say.
Chaozu gonna be on Joe Rogan next week.
Yep.
Talking
Him,
about
Jordan Peterson.
the benefits of forced diarrhea. And for only $5.99 a session, I'll clean you out good. Just takes one of these little fingers.
Joe's done like 5 sessions already in his in his isolation chamber.
Chaozu's like, I've done what I'm calling full evacuations for all kinds of famous people. The Kardashians, Elon Musk.
Pretty much. Look, if they're kind of horrible,
Yeah.
I do it.
I had a retainer clause at WeWork. In with the tequila, out through the butt.
And scene.
Scene.
Because to summarize, I don't know what was going on with Bubbles in that. But I think it is just, he knows what jokes are now.
Yeah. And boy, do I know what cool is now. Because, this, another iconic Dragon Ball Z moment. Trunks is now Trunks lifts up the world detonating blast with one hand. And
They
says
think
to
he's done, he's
Frieza,
not.
is this yours? He says, excuse
Nice.
me, is this yours? Frieza sends an energy blast, detonating it.
He could just say,
yeah.
he could just say, you dropped this.
Mhm.
Excuse me, sir, I think you dropped this.
That would have worked. What's another one? I'm trying to think.
Ball is life.
Oh, that's good. That's hype as hell. That'll end up in 2K23. Put Trunks in 2K.
Yeah. Put him on the. I feel like he'd be in Toronto.
Oh yeah, Trunks
That's like
for the
future.
Raptors.
That's the future. That's Canada's like the future.
Mm-hmm. It's the closest thing we have to a Capsule Corp is Timmy
Mm-hmm.
Hortons. But yeah, what else? Like special delivery that could work,
There we go.
or service,
Or-
like he's about to spike it across the
Yeah.
net.
I mean, we've talked about it before. Get us in those DBZ writers' rooms. We'll punch up these one-liners.
Oh my
Lickety
gosh!
split, no problem.
Dragon Ball Super 2, we're in there.
Frieza is so mad about it, he like ignites the ball, but Trunks is able to escape. They think he's done for. Then you just see him on a mountaintop. He suddenly does some jutsus.
He's weaving hand signs. He's doing everything. Before Naruto was a twinkle in the fourth Hokage's eye. Trunks weaving these hand signs. Then he goes, "Hey Frieza!" and fires a blast at him, causing Frieza to evade upward. And Trunks appears and above Frieza, sword drawn. Frieza's so scared his irises go white, and then we get the shing warm as Frieza slides apart and in half. Oh, it's so good.
You get the
Oh, it makes-
sliding POV again of Trunks. Yeah. It's
oozing
ooh.
with so much style.
Trunks
His
is so
jacket's flapping in the
cool.
wind. Oh, it's good. And Trunks is Super Saiyan design. It goes from that half part, you know, is it a bob? Kind of low
The
bob.
BTS.
Yeah. The BTS. And then it just rises up to the side. You
Whoop.
still get the middle part, but it's a cool design. It's different than Goku's Super Saiyan hair, which is like neat and interesting. And geez, my notes just are all caps at this point. Where he's like, he cut Frieza with a fucking sword.
He cut in 2 episodes. He cut Frieza with a sword.
Mm-hmm.
Goku.
Yeah, we're
Maybe.
Goku. Go whom again?
Yeah.
Hashtag go whom. Where you at? We don't
Get it
need
going.
him.
And we don't need any more episode because it's over.
That's it.
We've hit our limit. That's where we're leaving off. Frieza, sliced in twain. Trunks, causing pain. There we go.
Nice.
But thank you all so much for hanging out and listening. I think there's only one call to action. All right? If you miss it during the commercial, and if you're listening to this when on the release date, please, if you can, swing by our Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Kame House Party on Saturday, October 29th, starting at 10 a.m. Eastern. We're doing our annual extra live stream to benefit Children's Miracle Network. Some differences. One, we're gonna be in person. We're gonna be in the same room. It's never happened for one of these bad boys. You gotta witness us together. Is it gonna be super awkward? Probably not.
Are you gonna witness me trying to hold Aaron's hand on stream? Maybe.
Yeah. Will you witness me saying this is fine? What took you so long? Perhaps. We're also going to be playing one singular game. We're going to try and beat Resident Evil 4. If you can't if you can't donate, just stop by and hang out. If you can't stop by and hang out, donate. Those you can do both or one.
That's it. We gave you a little bit of choice there.
Yeah. But please come out, support us. It's for an awesome cause. There'll be fun incentives as we go up the goal ladder, little benchmarks that will require us to do some stream surprises. So I guess you gotta watch the whole time.
Yeah.
Forget what I said about not watching it and donating. You gotta watch the whole time. You don't want to miss out.
Yeah. Because you don't want to miss the thing.
Yeah, Aerosmith will be appearing if we reach our goal.
Aerosmith starts at $200.
Yeah, it's surprisingly low.
But you know what to do. Follow us all over the internet at Kame House Party, including Twitch, twitch.tv/Kame House Party. Yeah, no more calls to action except for donating. And thank you again for your listening and your support. And without further ado, we got to send us out the way we always do. Whether you are still geeking out about Trunks cutting Frieza in half, or you're trying to get out of the shadow of your very cold dad, you gotta
fighting.
Papa.
I'm in twain, Papa.
Oh, Frieza. this again.
Kame House Party.